Hey guys, my name is Melissa, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get started with Tinker's Construct. Okay guys, let's get right into it. There are several things you're going to need to make this. Most of them will look like these crafting benches, and they're pretty easy to build. First thing you'll want is the crafting station. This is a very useful tool, and I mean, even if you're not into Tinker's Construct, I suggest making it. It's really easy to build. This is what it costs. You basically just craft a crafting bench. So if we go into here, take this out, you make a crafting bench, right? And then you put the crafting bench back in, and you get a crafting station. And this is a crafting station. Basically what it is, it's a crafting table, but when you do this, and you exit out, the items don't pop out, they just stay in there. It makes crafting so much easier. Another cool thing is if you have a chest beside it, like so, and you can access the chest while you're in this. So let's put some cobble in that chest. And now when we access this, the chest is always open. So it's just super handy that it opens the chest for you. So if you don't have something in your inventory, it'll probably be in the chest there. And the stuff doesn't pop out when you're done crafting. It's just super handy. The next thing you'll need is a part builder. This thing builds parts, as you can tell. So in the crafting station, this is how you build it. A blank pattern on oak wood. And I forgot actually how to show you how to build the blank pattern, but this is it. You just planks and sticks, right, like that. And I would suggest making it about half a stack just to get started. They're super cheap and stuff, so that's cool. The next thing you'll need is a tool station, and how to make your tool station is basically a crafting table with a blank pattern on top. And this thing's where you're putting the tools together, basically. Later on, you'll need to upgrade your tool station into a tool forge. This is not needed right away, and it does cost some things. It costs blocks of iron and seared bricks. Seared bricks will be in the next part of this tutorial, so just hang on. I'm just showing you this now just to show you how to build it. You will not need it at first. The next thing is the stencil table. The stencil table is to make stencils, as you can probably guess, and how you make the stencil table is an oak wood planks on top of a blank pattern. This might be hard to remember all of it, but what it is basically is just blank patterns on top of different things. Plus, you can always check it in your too many items mod over here, and you can easily look it up, so you don't have to remember that all completely. And then the last thing is a pattern chest. The pattern chest holds patterns, as you can probably guess. And what you do is put a blank pattern on top of a chest. Easy to remember? That's right. Okay, so the point of Tinker's Construct, there's a lot of parts to it, but one of the main parts is making awesome tools. So I'm going to show you how to make the very standard and basic tool right now. So what you want to do is get your stencil table. That's the first thing you're going to use. And you'll need some blank patterns, which you make by planks and sticks. So we need to make some stencils. Let's say we want to make a pickaxe. As you can guess, to go through the patterns, just press next pattern, and you can go through them. As you can see, it changes. So we're going to go until we see an axe head or a rod or a tool binding, because you need to bind the tools together, right? So we just press on this, and we just created a tool binding pattern. The next thing we'll need is a tool rod. So let's go sort of cycle through here until we see a tool rod. This looks like a tool rod, but this is a tough rod. So let's continue looking. Continue looking. This is a tool rod. It looks like a stick, right? So we're going to press on that. All it does is take up stencils. We will also need a pickaxe head, which happens to be the next thing. So let's take that out as well. And now we have the stencils for our pickaxe. The next thing, and then we can put the stencils in this nice little pattern chest. Okay, now we're going to make parts from these stencils. So what you want to do is grab a stencil. Let's start with the tool rod. We're going to put it in here. Put what we want to make it out of. Let's do cobble. And now we get a stone tool rod. As you can see, we also get a stone shard. This stone shard is made because this pattern, as you can see, has a material cost of 0.5. So it doesn't quite take up the whole cobble, so they just give you a stone shard, just to make up for it. Now let's get our pickaxe head. It has the material cost of 1. So if we put a cobble in there, we just get the pickaxe head, which is okay because cobble is really cheap, right? The next thing we'll need is the tool binding. So let's put that in there as well. As you can see, it also costs 0.5, so we have the stone binding and the stone shard. Now we want to put it all together into this tool station. Let's select what we want to build. It's a pickaxe. So let's put the pieces in here. And you get your very first pickaxe. As you can see, it has a durability of 65, mining speed of 4. It can mine up to the ore iron, so it can't mine anything better than iron, like, for example, gold or diamonds. And you can modify it 3 times, which I'll show you in a later video. So pickaxe. We now have a pickaxe. Let's place some cobblestone, and I'll show you how this works, how fast it is and stuff. And we can actually compare it. Let me go back to game mode. game mode 1. Let's get a standard stone pickaxe and just compare them like so. Okay, so game mode 0, and so this is how slow a normal stone pickaxe is, and Tinker's Construct. So as you can see, they're about the same size. The cool thing with sorry, I can't talk. The cool thing with Tinker's Construct is you can modify it and add speed and stuff like that. But as right now, they're pretty normal. So there's not a whole lot of point making a stone pickaxe from Tinker's Construct, though it is good practice. There are other really cool tools other than a pickaxe, for example. I made the stencils already, so let's make them actually. We need a tough rod binding, which you can see costs 3, so it's for a better tool. So you want to make one of those. Then let's make a tough binding. This costs 3 as well. Then we want to make a large plate head, which costs 8, but that's okay because it's just cobble. And a broad axe head pattern, which also costs 8. So now we have those parts. Let's put them together. We want a lumber axe, which I believe, no, that's not a lumber axe. Where's my... That's right, guys. We cannot build a lumber axe with this thing because it's not upgraded enough and it can't make the high-level tools. So we want to go to our tool forge. And now it has more options. Lumber axe, for example. So let's put these things together and we get an axe. Now this lumber axe is cool. Let's put it back in here. Select this one, put it back in here. And as you can see, it has a durability of 368, mining speed of 1.6, so quite a bit slower than the pickaxe, and it can mine up to iron. Modifiers remaining 3. And I want to show you what this lumber axe does. It's really cool. Let's go. I am in game mode 0 actually. Oops. Watch this, guys. It's pretty cool. It's pretty slow, as you can see. But bam, it just cut down this entire tree. Look at that, guys. We just got so much. And that was super easy to build. You do need iron blocks for that. But I mean, it's pretty easy. And seared bricks, which are also easy to make. And I'll, again, show that in a later tutorial. So as you can see with Tinker's Construct, you can get some amazing tools. You get this book. Once you start making these things, this book pops into your inventory. And what you want to do is start reading it. It has a table of contents. It shows you tools, materials, and modifiers. You can pretty much learn everything you need to know from just this book, but it's a lot easier watching a video. So this shows you the tools. The pickaxe, for example, it's the basic pickaxe, the basic mining tool. You can get all these. These are the basic tools so far. And then you can get all these swords, crazy swords, daggers that you can throw, frying pans, battle signs, chisels, hammers, lumber axe, what we just used, excavator, cleaver, arrow, all those things. And then it goes to the materials and how good they are, like it has a durability of 65, stuff like that. So it's really cool. And then it goes into all this crazy stuff, which we will get to in a later tutorial. So that's pretty much it. Again, you can modify things and it just crazy stuff coming up in the next video, so stick around. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll post another one of these tutorials fairly soon. If you have any questions or I didn't cover something, please leave it in the comment section down below and I will answer it as soon as possible. One tip I have for you, just make all the stencils, make as many as you can because they come in handy. And also don't bother making wood tools, they really stink. Even cobble tools like the lumber axe, it's a pretty good tool for just stone, so that's not a bad thing to build. But a stone pickaxe, I mean, go for iron right away, guys. Go for iron. Even flint is a really good material to build with. So I think that is it, guys. Oh, to repair stuff, what you can do, let me just actually quickly go over that quickly. I forgot about that. Just put it in here. Oops. Put it in like that, and it just repairs it. So it's really easy to repair, too. It's awesome. And now we have a new pickaxe just from mixing cobble with it. And you got so much cobble. It's so sweet. Anyways, see you guys later. Bye!